everyone, my name is Don't Care, my name is, and here we go with my review for Terminator Dark Fate. Now before I continue, I want to remind people this is going to contain some spoilers, so if you guys don't want to get spoiled, well then why did you watch this video then? So, Terminator Dark Fate, this is the 6th Terminator film, and I gotta tell you, I would assume that since this is a sequel to Judgment Day, that James Cameron and Tim Miller would make sure this would be a good film. This would be a good sequel to, without question, one of James Cameron's best films. You would think so, but unfortunately that's not what we get. It's such a shame too, because I do love the characters. The characters in the film weren't bad. Linda Hamilton playing the Sarah Connor, awesome. Arnold Schwarzenegger playing the T-100 again, not bad. He was actually kind of funny. I love Mackenzie Davis playing as Grace, the soldier who comes back from the future to protect Natalia Reyes' character, Danny. I like her. I thought both of them did a great job with their roles. Gabriel Luna playing as this evil Terminator, not bad. So you would think with these kind of characters, that film should have been great, right? Special effects weren't that bad either. I mean, I like how they made young Sarah Connor looked when we saw what happened in the opening act, but everything else, it's got really ridiculous, got really crazy. It was kind of what you expect in these Terminator films. They go over the top. But the main problem with this film, I think the one that hurt this film the most, isn't the characters, isn't the special effects. It's its story. The story to me is what really hurt this film so much, because they completely took what the second film gave us and they just threw it all away. You remember Aliens, how they ended the film, how awesome it was, and how they opened up Alien 3, and how that film went, and how it tarnished the second film? This is like that, except in the opening act, they killed off John Connor. I'm not even joking. They killed off the guy who, for all the other Terminator films, was said was the chosen one, the one to save the human race from the machines, the one that would stop Skynet. They killed him off in the opening act. It opens with a young Sarah Connor with her son 3 years after Judgment Day. They're living in the beach. Another Terminator comes in, shoots him, and kills him. That's the opening act of the film. And I sat there, I was like, oh my god, they took the Alien 3 route. And in such a bad way too. I was like, why? Why did you kill off John Connor? Why did you do that? And why did you think that was a good idea to be the opening act of your film? Because it sets the tone about how this film is going to go, and not in a good direction. It just went badly. The pacing for this went badly. You already know how it's going to go. It's predictable as hell, but that opening, I was like, so what was the point? What was the point of the other films then, if you're just, yeah, we're killing off John Connor? So what was the point of the Terminator going back in time to save John in Judgment Day if you were just going to kill him off here, James Cameron? And you know he could have stopped it. You know he could have just said, no, let's not kill him off. He was involved in this film. He chose not to. So he seemed fine with this. So after that, they changed the story completely now. So the main character now is Danny, who's the leader of the Resistance, the new leader of the Resistance. And there is no Skynet anymore. It's called Legion, or as I'm calling it, Skynet 2.0. And everything else about it just doesn't make any sense at all. I especially don't like the fact that in this film, the Terminator, after killing John, just wanders around, somehow grows a conscience, becomes a family man. So couldn't the Terminator from Judgment Day have done that too? It seems so easy for this one to do it. Why couldn't they do the same for the guy from the last film? But nope. Couldn't do that. Nope. It's just, to me, the fact that you killed off John and you changed the story completely and you're now trying to make a whole new different story, it doesn't work here. Especially how for years people grew up with these characters. How in so many of these films you keep changing the story. Rise of the Machine, its story kept to the same near to the very end. But after that, Salvation, Genesis, you just change the story and you just go with this route and it doesn't turn out very well. And then this one, to me, it's kind of a slap in the face to the fans who love the second film, because they had hoped that this film would go down a great path that would, you know, keep you invested to the beginning, middle, and end. But that opening, you're not invested. You're not invested in this film. You're just watched one of your favorite characters get shot and killed so brutally. And then after that, you don't care what happens next. You don't care about this Danny. Of course you know she's going to survive. You know she's going to live. You know that Sarah Connor's not going to get killed off. You know the Terminator's going to get killed off. Both the good and the bad one. But yeah, it's just, you don't really care what happens in this film because the route they took and the way they opened it, it really killed the mood. And it really just made the whole thing awkward. And you're just not invested in the film as much as you hoped. So you have a great cast, you have some decent special effects, but when we get to the story itself, that's where I feel it killed this film. This film could have been a good sequel, but you just didn't have to go that route. You really didn't. That's it, guys. If you have a different opinion about this film, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button, check my Facebook page, check out my Twitter page, and I will see you all next time to give you more love and more entertainment. So until then, guys, take care. See you next time.